My name's Teddy Treebark, and I'm here with my lovely co-commentator, Fennel.
Nice to meet you. We're going to do some EaseLaugh commentary tonight. I hope you're ready for this awesome game. Indie anime game. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
EaseLaugh is one of the best indie markets, indie games out right now, honestly. $5 a month. You have the privilege of getting guard broken.
Absolutely. The way I like to describe this game to people is that this is XVIII if it was insane. People tell me, Fennel, XVIII is already insane.
Exactly.
It's twice as insane.
Qdoba. So we're gonna get to these two players here. So Cisco, I've been seeing a lot of Cisco. I played Jack Ward a bunch on the side. Cisco, obviously an insane character, very, very cross-off heavy. I wouldn't say like kind of like quote unquote melee function right there.
Yeah, she's kind of like the cross-up, the mix-up character. She kind of is an anyone can cook kind of character. Like she gets the automatic crossover just by dashing, and all sorts of crazy stuff out of her stances. So it's very, very difficult to block her.
Yeah, it's that with Fatal Fireball, it is a very it can just like override neutral at any point, and it's very tough. So I'm very interested to see how DBus is going to navigate this matchup.
Qdoba has really, really good control over the space, setting the lightning traps that blocks Cisco out of the lanes where she wants to fly away to, when she wants to retreat. And if DBus has those negative edge traps on lock, we might be seeing some really intense gaming here.
All right, so first match of the day, Artsick versus DBus. Obviously, we're ready to rock here.
Letting the intros rock.
All right. Oh, nice. Immediate burst out there because now we're setting the traps online with the DP, but no punish off that.
Oh, we get the Okizeme started, and there's the mix-up. Already one cross-up. You got to hold this one, and this one, and this one.
Oh, yep. Oh, you can't forget about the detonation off the fireball. And just like that, these are two very low health characters. So these matches are going to go quick.
Yeah. Qdoba gets a low at the start of this next round, sets a lightning trap, but does not hold the lightning. If she doesn't have the lightning held, she can't just pop it by releasing. She has to actually do a special move.
Oh, that's hella punishable, but an immediate burst coming out. Want to keep that momentum as long as you possibly can. That's a good 30% right there.
Qdoba should be dead here.
Oh, they might be dead off this. Yeah, oh, no.
That is a decisive first match to Artsick.
That was an epitome of like really Cisco running that play here already, getting into a meaty 30% right here.
We got the signal on you. Gets hit by the low. Cisco does not even seem to care that she's pushing Qdoba out of the corner here because she knows she can get that next hit whenever she wants. But it's Qdoba's game right now.
The Fatal Fireball coming in, but there's the conversion. Drops it, unfortunately.
Did not get the kill. Qdoba still has a chance, but that's not going to work. He tried to jump away and got hit by the super full screen. Okay, good anti-air. Sets to steal out, does not pop it early enough. Spends another early burst. DBus is like, I am not going to die with this burst, and is using it on the first opportunity, basically.
Yeah, and the thing is, you got to be careful about that. But here comes Cisco with the Oki, but no Oki to be had here. Puts himself in the corner there. This is a very dangerous situation for Artsick to be.
All right. One more touch, but Cisco doesn't do a cross-up there.
Nice fatal into the dash cancel to maintain pressure here.
I was a little scared of that parry, but it worked out. We hear the glass break. That meant somebody mashed.
Oh,
and that's it.
And not to mention, there was that fatal fireball I was talking about earlier. Just maintain that pressure here. But Qdoba on the offense this time.
Using her fatal to keep going. Oh, no. The fatal TP takes it.
Yeah. First to two.
Yeah,
first to two.
That is the set to Artsick.
Yeah, and that's how quick this game can go. And Artsick doing a very fantastic job of just
really showing off the power of this Cisco character.
Yeah. But I think DBus did. There were some key moments there where they baited the flash kick of the DP and didn't get the punish that we were looking for.
Yeah.
And if they were to optimize those combos a little bit, they really would have made it hurt. It would have been probably a very close set. Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, one thing I noticed was that Artsick wasn't doing any like burst baits. They felt very confident, like getting bursted and being able to take the neutral back. But I think that if they get burst baits in there, then their Siska is going to be so scary.
Yeah.
Because then you try to get out of the situation and you just die for it.
Yeah, and the one thing I noticed, especially when I was playing, especially last night, whatever, a lot of people tend to play a lot burst safe. So it is a matter of getting that burst right out from the gate, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I'm sure as we go along, we see a lot more burst safe stuff and just a lot more caution for burst.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
But you know what? It's better to force that option and just get it out of the way. But it's also a matter of risk reward, right?
Yeah.
And we saw just a lot of early bursts because Siska is definitely a character that you don't want to get. You don't want her to have any momentum going into that round.
I definitely feel like DBus could have held on to that burst a little bit longer. Was very much panicking, but I understand when Siska is mixing you up, you don't want to see that at all. You want to try to get back to controlling your space as fast as possible.
Lord knows I would not want to block that either.
No.
You know, I don't think there's no sane person that will want to block that. So.
Is there a sane person who can block the mix? I don't know that you can be sane and block it.
True.
But if you study it, you might be able to find the places where you can get your guaranteed parries, and that'll change things up a lot.
Yeah, especially when you're going against mix-up characters like Siska, it is all the more important to study player habits as well.
That's for sure.
So we're gonna have our next match on stream here. Ego LL on. It's a new 13 versus Mackenstein's guy. Oh, wait, nope. That might be. Ignore it. I'm sorry.
We're having some technical issues here.
Yeah. Yeah, we are getting names for our next few players here. But that's okay. All right, so we have Pahichannel versus sentrygun.
I'm not familiar with either of these names. I'm curious to see who they'll boot up with.
Yeah, but that being the case here, we're seeing a lot of new faces here.
Yeah.
I think we had like what 50?
Just about 50 people. I think it was 49 was the total. We had enough to have 2 pools tonight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. If anyone wants to check out this game, definitely this is the time to do it because this game's popping right now.
Yeah, the Discord is very busy right now. There are a lot of new players who are just now learning the game, which is great because this is a very intense offense game, and it takes a lot to learn the block string, so it can help to play against the players who are newer so that they're not doing the crazy optimized stuff. They're not guard breaking you off of every block string, you know what I mean?
You want to go against Disco Wonderland, and you're like, we're like, wow, I'm having a great time.
I just got out of a 20-game mirror match with Disco Wonderland. Ask me how it went. It was wonderful.
I was about to say, I feel like I know the answer, but
I mean, he did do the 10-second infinite block string, the pseudo infinite.
It's pseudo, you know.
It basically just keeps going until Tai gets bored and does an overhead.
It's true. Or you mess up a guard cancel or anything like that, which you can very easily bait out with that block string. But it's okay. You need PhD to play.
All right, we're getting our players in right now.
Okay, sweet. So I'm very interested to see what our next 2 characters are going to be here. What do you have for your layout in terms of this game?
I use an SNK style layout.
Yeah.
So I do A, B, C, D in like the Fatal Fury layout.
Yeah. See, I do more of a Melty Blood layout.
Yeah, I tried using that when I first picked up the game because I used that in like Melty Blood, Blaze Blue, Under Night, and it just did not work very well for Tai. I kept trying to do the 2C when I wanted sweep, and 2C is like It's like Respife 2B if you play Melty Blood.
Yeah.
Where you do an anti-air and you don't do a sweep, and then you feel really stupid and die for it.
Yeah, because I play Cecil, so having the D on the thumb makes sense because it is my main movement option.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's a lot more like a drive button, right?
Yes.
Whereas like D for me is like a heavy kick.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it is that SNK.
She feels like weirdly SNK like, very Fatal Fury inspired. At least to my hands.
Yeah. Oh, we're seeing the Ghidorah mirror.
All right.
So this is gonna be very interesting. We got the Miku color on deck as well.
We got the fist bump on stream. Let's go. Arm the dolls.
Yeah.
And they even picked the Ghidorah stage.
Yeah, I believe sentrygun is the Miku color, and Pahichannel is the other one. Yeah.
All right. Let's get this started. I honestly have not seen the Ghidorah mirror that much, but I imagine that is a big part of playing this game right now because this is a very popular character.
Yeah, I do. She's very cute, but also very scary with that block string coming in hot here.
sentrygun has got the end up, but loses it. Keeps the corner. Pahichannel trying to find a way out of there. Cannot find the right moves to get out.
Yeah. A lot of drop conversions here, but you know what? It doesn't really matter as long as you're maintaining your positioning here.
Which we're not. Yeah. sentrygun has just pushed us back to the neutral. We get a double Fatal Dash, spending all of that meter for not a whole lot of function. Fatal Dash is pretty good, but you gotta have a plan after you do it. You can't just mash it.
But sentrygun going to take that first round here. Nice anti-air. No conversion off that. This is going to be all. This is shaping up to be a battle of neutral here. Nice.
Okay, punishable, and we get the punish there. All right.
Just barely getting the low crush off that. That's very nice. But puts himself in the corner.
Oh, wait. There's the burst. Pretty reasonable time to burst. Pahichannel trying to push back towards the other side of the screen, but does not get it. Gets bursted back. Ooh, good anti-air.
No. First on the knockdown. Fatal dash into the overhead.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah, that was pretty tricky. I would have gotten hit by that too.
I think this is really going to come down to which of these two players can prove to be more like solid with their conversions. And I think right now that's sentrygun, but sentrygun has a big life deficit. No, it takes it.
Yeah. Now round piece for Pahichannel. Nice stagger on that 2C here.
Pahichannel not enforcing the corner situation, letting sentrygun get out. Now you've got your back to the corner. You've got the steel right on top of you. Most players need to be looking out for when the lines appear vertically on the seals to know whether it's a true negative edge seal or if it's the one that can only go horizontal, because that makes a big difference to how you approach Ghidorah, right?
Yeah, especially for how good Yoki is.
Oh, and that's going to be Pahichannel taking the first game.
The interesting thing I find about Ghidorah is her dash just has a long startup, and so a lot of the time it's just going to be very explosive movement.
Yeah.
And the dash herself, you're gonna see a lot more air movement and movement via the seals. Oh, the guard break!
Did we have a guard break combo? No, we don't. One hit.
Oh, the tricky the feint on the overhead here. This is going to be a great combo for sentrygun here.
Oh, they even keep it going a little bit longer. 2,000 damage is not a huge combo in this game, but given that both these players appear to be pretty new to the game, that's not too bad. Keeping the situation.
Nice. We got the loops.
And there we go. That is going to take the round.
sentrygun looking pretty solid here. But
it's not decisive just yet, though.
There's a negative edge here, maintaining those plus frames. But we are going to punish those dive kicks, though.
Small punish. We're back to neutral immediately. We get the trade. Both players are really evenly matched here, I feel like.
Yeah, and now they're just fighting for space in terms of the traps and themselves here. Going to get a counter hit, but no conversion off it.
Backs off, chooses to set up the seals, but it doesn't seem to be the move. We have a bad burst and then just get messed up. I'm hearing glass breaking, but nobody's getting guard broken just yet.
Yeah, this game it definitely has a mechanic to prevent you from fuzzy mashing. So when you're in block stun, you better keep calm and block on.
Don't be mashing. Don't be fuzzy mashing.
Oh, we got the overhead here.
One more touch and Pahichannel is done. It'll be 3 games in.
Nice double overhead, but we get the punish from sentrygun now.
All right,
we got
1-1.
Yeah, double glizzies on the board.
All right, both players playing a little bit nervous at the start of this round. Doesn't know the proper overhead setup there, or maybe just accidentally input that air dash.
Done.
No need to play so tricky if the player is still clearly a newbie, right? Oh, and that is a very bad burst. Pahichannel is going to try to get the most out of this punish.
Yeah, that's a good fatal. Not a whole lot of damage there, but you know, it got the positioning for the corner here.
Yeah.
Offensive burst right here just to maintain the corner pressure into the air throw.
sentrygun finds a nice way out. This round is really going back and forth right now.
Stuffs the dash and Pahichannel
Tried to move, but it was not your time to move.
That point for Pahichannel here, but we see sentrygun going for the small yet solid conversions here.
But does not get the Okizeme. And that's one thing really is like neither of these players has like developed their Okizeme situation, so it's hard for them to keep their turn going after they get the knockdown, even off of like that air throw ender, right?
Yeah, and they're definitely and because of that they're playing Kidora more of like a traditional zoner, which is not a bad approach, mind you. It's just not playing to the it's still not capitalizing on those character strengths.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
All right, that's punishable. Do we get a good punish here? You really need one. All right, over 2,000 damage. The positioning's not great, but it's your turn still.
Yeah, you have this traps on deck, so you still get a lot of plus range off that.
But yeah, did you see how Pahichannel popped that spark and did not know what to do afterwards, and sentrygun was just able to get out? Is that going to be the round?
Oh, it might be the game. It might be the round here. Actually, yeah, you're right. I was looking at the wrong.
They're so evenly matched. We are going into Game 3, Round 3. All right, there's that route again.
And the counter hit 6C. That's going to be a lot of damage here.
All right, keep looping it. Nice overhead. We're going to burst that. This is the last burst of the set.
Both players have spent their burst. Pahichannel looking for a solid conversion here. There's the hit, but no conversion off it. Going to try again. The second time is the charm here.
Both of these characters have the same amount of life. Does Pahichannel finish this out? No.
No!
Oh, a bad reversal, but we slide into it. Ooh, and that is a great fatal.
Oh, the Pahichannel going to take that set 2-1. Very evenly matched from both players here. Yeah. We love to see that kind of match on stream here.
Yeah, you kind of see them both developing the character in the middle of the match.
Yeah, they're definitely figuring out her combo structure, and that you could tell they were rapidly improving as they played on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And like realizing like the weaknesses of their game plan on the fly and trying to adapt to like, well, I'm not going to be able to get like a great situation after this, but how can I like control the space when she does get up and starts moving at me, right? And I think that clutch like fatal anti-air at the end of the game really goes to show just how tight it got.
It was. So we're going to have our next 2 players up again. Don't know, but if we get another Kidora, I will actually believe you that this character is very popular.
Yeah,
But
do we get 3 Kidoras? Well, I guess 4 Kidoras on stream in a row.
What is the statistical probability of that happening?
I don't know. As far as I can tell, this is the most popular character in the game.
That's true.
I think like everybody, when they pick up this game, they pick Siska on character select first, and they move around a little bit, and they're like, this is awesome. The game is playing itself for me. And then they pick Kidora, it seems like.
You know, I'm still learning the game myself, so I don't know the process. Because the way I picked up this game was like, hey, this Cecil got kind of cool.
That's fair. That's fair.
Literally.
He's as cold as ice.
Yeah.
Me, I went to character select. I look around at some characters. I look at Tai. I'm like, this character looks a bit like Aoko. And then she's got a shotgun. She's got a bomb. She's got Tetsuzanko. She's got truck. She's got a motorcycle for a
Yeah.
reversal, so she's kind of perfect.
I believe that Tai is the alternate universe if you just give Jam a gun. And, you know?
I feel you. But she is also a magician. All of those guns, she's making them with magic all the time. The only magic she knows is guns.
It's true. It's true. So, just Avery, my Bedman goat. And we
we got
Servo.
just Avery versus Servo.
Servo. Oh my God, this is. So, Servo. These are two very good players.
Okay.
So
we're in for a treat right now.
Yeah. So just Avery, an up and coming Bedman. They are very good. You're definitely going to see them in the exit pool. So definitely a player to watch out for. But Servo, she is also a very good VSAT player. Just plays a lot of other games too. So she is very experienced in that regard.
Okay.
So I'm very curious to see how each player kind of approaches the game.
Right, of course. And it's like when people are coming from other games, they bring in all sorts of different biases and tastes and play styles.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like this is the game, like the game closest to this is probably XVIII.
Yeah.
But if you come from any other anime game, like you're going to be pretty at home in ESLAF.
Yeah, and the character you're in a pick is going. You can definitely tell that. Okay, based on their character, you can kind of give a glimpse of what game they came from.
Yeah.
So if I were a betting man, which I'm going to be playing mahjong anyway, so like I'm going to be betting anyway. My bet is Avery is going to play Qdora.
Okay.
Because
it's Servo.
It's Servo. There's a bit of a toss up because could be Tai. I know she plays a lot of aggression, plays a lot of VSAB, so the Tai can also can really favor that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very aggressive character. You know, if you play characters like maybe Morgan.
Could be mine too.
Could be mine.
Yeah.
Mine's a nice and easy character to pick up. I mean, that is the main character of the game. So he really works with all of the mechanics very well.
Yeah.
And it's just very intuitive, no matter what game you come from.
And so we're still waiting for character select and making sure they are good to go. But in the so reason why I say Qdora, right? Batman utilizes icons for his set play. And it took me a while to figure this out.
Yeah.
The direction forward is for him to do the move. Direction back is for the deja vu.
Yeah.
You're rewinding, and I'm like, oh, that's a neat little Easter egg. I didn't even think.
And then I was playing a bunch of sets against a Bedman earlier today, and that's just a very interesting and fun character to like learn and lab. They're a very space control type character, and I think, like you said, if you're used to Bedman, maybe Qdora is kind of like the natural pick. She also has like the moves that will send out a projectile and leave the seal in place.
And the more I think about it, Cecil will also be
Cecil has that kind of playstyle, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has the same thing. He still has that weird movement that Bedman players are used to.
Yeah,
because of the 8-way dash that they usually have. Which I know Cecil got a lot of buffs recently.
People were really dooming about this character maybe a year ago, but over the last year, the patches have been very kind to him. He's very playable, very fun right now.
Yeah, I agree.
But he doesn't have a lot of strong representation at previous tournaments, I would say.
Because Silicon was the only one who was there were a couple players that were in there, but Silicon being the best. The strongest representation of that character.
I definitely did not see a lot of players at Combo Breaker playing that character last year.
Yeah, he was definitely on the struggle bus. Now we're seeing a lot more. We're understanding a lot more Cecil players coming in and like really kind of pushing the limits of that character. I know Silicon eating good too because of all the buffs he's been getting.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just like, with the state of the community for this game, you could be the person. You could be the person
it could be
that pushes this character to the next level.
It could be you. It could be me. It could even be
It could be me?
It could be.
I'm going to be the next
It could be you. It could be Matt right now, who's working right now. Yeah.
Big shout out to all of the Frosty Faustings staff for running an amazing tournament here in Chicago.
Yeah. If you haven't already, guys, you should donate to the Match Arena, because that's where a lot of our prize support comes from.
Yeah,
so if you want to see more eSlop and you want to support the players, support the community on there, you should donate to that Match Arena right there. There's probably a chat command for that. I don't know what it is. but
if somebody can bring it up on the chat for us.
Yeah, one of you gremlins can put it up. But yeah, we can we do have Match Arena for that. And consider like checking out the Vortex Gallery shop and the 956 shop. They got a lot of cool products there too.
Yeah. Big shout outs to Vortex Gallery in general for bringing us the side brackets here. The side room at Frosty Faustings has gone completely insane. There's so many fun games being played in there.
It is packed to the brim with with eager players wanting to learn this game, and just a bunch of other games in general. There's some stuff that I haven't seen. Like in the other ballroom, there's the Guilty Gear Vast Edge.
Yeah,
they got the pachinko
the first
machine
time
out.
I've ever seen the patchy slot machine.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting right to it.
Yagabi versus Tai. These were actually the last two characters I was expecting on the stream.
I'm so excited to see this. This is like my home matchup. I have fought this Yagabi character so many times.
But okay.
Let's see how this round start goes.
Yeah.
All right, jump back, JD. That's a pretty good choice against Yagabi.
We got the level up already from Tai. The cross up air dash right here.
Okay, we hear that glass breaking sound. Oh, Yagabi's getting real close to the guard break, but he's just gonna get hit instead.
I know that, and coming in from Exer.
Oh, you gotta drop that.
Coming in from Exer, the fuzzy mask is so tempting. It's like the green goblin mask. It's calling to you.
Yeah. The run up parry, but you didn't hold it long enough. You got hit for it.
All right,
okay.
block string.
All right, we're plus. We take a small hit, try to pull a grenade and push Yagabi into it.
Unfortunately, did not let that grenade cook long enough here.
Yeah. Usually Tai players will not use the long grenade when they're doing pressure. They usually use that one for combos.
Yeah. Oh, look at that pressure.
And
there's the guard break.
Do we get a combo? No, we don't need a combo. One slap to the face is all it takes.
Nice.
Round one to Servo. Harassing Yagabi with the gun.
Yeah, but you gotta watch out for the soldier time. Yagabi has every anti-projectile move that you could possibly want into a character. So
and he parried the grenade there. Did you see that?
Yes, I saw that. That was sick. But unfortunately, is it gonna be enough for the combo? What a combo right here! This is a lot of damage. Using the burst immediately doesn't want to. You don't want to lose the round with a full burst.
And definitely you don't want to be in the corner when Tai has Odin Force on her. Oh, does not have the route there. That would have killed, but it's okay. Yagabi does not know how to get out of the corner, and that is game one to Servo. That is a very dominating first game.
Nice.
Oh, but you cannot jump against it. That is completely air unblockable. Plus it's a parry, so it's very dangerous to be in that space above Yagabi's head.
All right, counter hit going through stronger. There's the grenade. The pressure coming in, but
it's hit by the laser beam. Oh, that jump back was so scary. You almost put yourself into the air unblockable. I think one thing that's really important for Tai in this matchup is learning where you can parry against Yagabi, because like pressing into him too much, you're gonna get parried, and like it might be the Bato parry and not like the universal parry.
Nice. Immediately bursting out. Servo looking for a little bit worse for Way here, but
one more touch and Avery has it, but cannot find that hit.
Gotta watch out for the misfinder. And there's the touch that Avery needed there. Gonna pick up.
Yeah, the neutral is pretty tough for Tai in this matchup. Servo has been pretty lucky getting like a good round start situation every time, getting these knockdowns off of the gunshot, which Yagabi can't ignore if he plays his cards right. But that mid-range position for Tai is very, very dangerous.
Nice. Oh, immediately bursting out, keeping the momentum right there.
Oh, but that overhead was definitely a misinput. She did not want to be pressing that.
Yeah, and got, was about to pay for it dearly with the shoulder tackle. If you use the shoulder tackle with the projectile, you get a full combo. And it has a very scary situation. Nice instant overhead from just Avery. Just needs one more touch.
Avery, you need to be pressing Fatal more. You have too much meter. But that is going to be game 2 to Avery. We are 1-1, rematching really fast. If you don't know, rematches in this game are blindingly fast.
Oh, there's the walls, but look at that hit stun.
You are plus 99 or more.
So he gets hit with a low, with the overhead. Great combo starter from
Oh, but there's the 5D. That just takes out a quarter of your health.
You gotta watch out for that. The Fatal coming in.
It's a much more difficult situation for Tai than Yagami, and just like that, Avery is on set point. Okay, not watching your feet there. The gun is a very safe block string ender for Tai, plus it's a frame trap, so it can be a little bit annoying, but if you just hold your ground, it's not too scary. There's a nice Odin Force, but we don't get a combo off of that.
We're going to get the grenade. Let's see, but immediately bursting out.
All right, we get a knockdown. How are we going to run a mix? We don't run a mix.
Definitely.
Playing neutral with Yagami, trying to play a little bit more careful so we don't get flash kicked or anything like that.
But these level ups.
Oh, we dropped the shotgun.
But we're still plus anyway because it's Tai into the Fatal to dive kick.
That's your name. All right, this is it. It is round 3 of game 3. So far, Servo has been playing a pretty good game here.
Yeah, there's great card cancel for Servo here. Maybe a little bit too eager to use that right there because it does cost 2 meters here.
Okay. We use 2BC and we get out of there.
Another 2BC.
I feel like they want to do a regular parry there, but we're crouching. But there's the glass breaking sound. We hear the fuzzy mash. We can all hear the fuzzy mash.
Yeah, and that is gonna take it. Servo gonna take that set 2-1.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So this game does penalize you for fuzzy mashing a lot too much.
Yeah.
And
we did actually get to see a couple of good guard breaks there. One of those was not as a result of fuzzy mashing. Servo was just able to utilize Odin Force and a bunch of different moves, plus like the fatal bonus.
Yeah.
And get that guard break. One thing I really would like to see these players do a bit more of is use those fatals to their advantage. It is the key mechanic of this game. Before you learn your supers, you should find the fatal button on your controller, hold it, and press whatever button you like.
Yeah.
If that's Tai, shout out Tai players, fatal 6B. It's basically a reversal, crosses half the screen, hits them low, and it's safe on block.
For CISO players, 236C fatal. Because you don't want to play neutral.
Yagami fatal fireball.
Yeah, fatal fireball or a Cisco fatal fireball.
Ask other players of your character or just watch them and see what fatal buttons they love to do. Another thing that Yagami could have really benefited from in this matchup is using his fatal tackle. Every time that Tai goes to just do her bam bam, you fatal tackle her, you get a full combo out of that. It's so annoying.
And that damage is nothing to sneeze at too. It is at least 50% off that.
Yeah. Of course, if we're looking at players who are just picking up the characters, they're not going to have the conversions, but even still, being able to power through the neutral like that changes the game a lot, and knowing which options your character has to force their way through, use meter to muscle through.
Oh, yeah.
This is not really a game where you're focusing too much on your supers, except if you want to hold on to a reversal. But even then, we also have a guard cancel, which if you don't know is 6BC, that costs 2 meters and is basically the same as a dead angle, or if you play Strive, a YRC, that kind of move.
It is your alpha counter type mechanic.
Exactly.
Mechanic of this
it could be very useful to have that on hand, because maybe you already spent your burst and you see that the block string is about to guard break you, and if you don't have 2 meters, you can't get out of it.
Yeah, or if you want an alternative to a burst, you want to hold on to that burst to that for a rainy day, or for just waiting for a burst for a bigger hit.
Exactly.
That is definitely another
yeah, I definitely don't recommend bursting out of a block string most of the time. At least get guard broken first.
Yeah, it is it is. You know what? It's definitely one. It was definitely one of those things that either there's two types of players that will either they'll burst on the first hit, or they're gonna wait until the risk is like, oh, I could very well die for this, or at least take 50% off this.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Damage in this game gets really high. We didn't see a lot of damage in that last matchup, but both of those characters are very high damage characters.
Yeah.
Tai, a good corner BNB, will do 6,000 or more. All right, and next up we have SnottieVGC versus Havoc.
And we have a Tina versus Yagabi this time. Right, so
I hear from both of these players that this is a bad matchup for their character.
I feel like it's a meme at this point. But,
Yeah.
But
Yagabi has every anti-projectile tool. Tina has every projectile. Yagabi has difficulty moving across the screen. Tina is a zoner. She controls the whole screen.
And she has additional movement options by burning those calories here. So this is definitely going to be a test of character knowledge versus
now
your own
Havoc,
knowledge.
we know, is an EZLAF player.
Yeah.
And so this Yagabi is something to watch out for. We're going to see actual guard break.
We are going to see we're going to see some grown-up damage here.
Now, SnottieVGC, not too sure how much Tina they've played so far, but they seem to have a good grasp on how to navigate that round start.
A nice instant overhead, but not going to get much of a conversion off it.
Just going for that clean hit combo. Shooting the daggers.
I guess like you said, that was that fatal soul tackle.
And just like that, these characters have the same amount of health.
Yeah.
One overhead from Yagabi.
Into the fatal tackle yet again. There's the projectile involved.
And now that she has no burst, Havoc is free to play a lot more aggressive and gets the first round.
Nice.
Just caught you sleeping on round start. Yeah, that's not a lot of damage, but it is pretty impressive how easily Tina can get those like clean hit routes for like new players, right? Like you just pick up this character, you press forward and the button a couple of times, and it just combos.
But there's that burst hit combo with the fatal tackle. This is going to be a lot of damage. A good 33% right there.
Waking up with the green burst.
+1.
This should kill. Yagabi doesn't have any resources, but he might be able to loop this long enough.
Look at the micro dashes on there. He might be able to kill.
And
oh my
did.
goodness!
And that is what an optimized route looks like. That was a no-meter route.
9-1 matchup, by the way.
For who?
Exactly.
For the audience, maybe. I hope you're enjoying this out there.
And the great conversion, but immediately bursting out. That is a good burst. I would mark that as a good burst in my book. Definitely. But the anti-projectile coming in for that.
Please watch EZLAF in a well-lit room, at least 6 feet away from the TV, please.
Yes. You have to have that Gintama collab. But you got the guard break, and just like that, the round is over.
Havoc is on set point. This is a dominating showing exactly why Yagabi is so feared in this community.
And another good 2 fatals in a row to dash cancel and to keep the pressure going.
I love that spacing.
Now,
but we're kind of taking it slow here. You don't have that ability to like sort of jump backwards away from Yagabi. It's very dangerous for you, and just like that, Havoc clears out the set. They're shaking hands.
Yeah, and Snotty's like, wait, that was 2-0? That's it?
It's like that sometimes. This game runs very fast.
Yeah.
Even from a game like Strive, where like you're used to like taking a sip of tea in between rounds.
Yeah.
No, EZLAF, you mash that button, you're back in the game immediately.
Yeah. The way I feel, because like with Strive, it's like it's a metronome where the damage can very be high, but once you're back to neutral, it can be a little slow play.
Yeah.
This game, all gas, no brakes, and you are constantly thinking about the next interaction. And we saw that from Havoc here, just going into the next soldier tackle, into spending another fatal bar just to get the dash cancel to maintain pressure like that.
Yeah.
And just the sheer damage off this conversion once they got it punished, they made it hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's so like key to getting more consistent at this game. Like that's the kind of consistency you want. You want to be able to recognize that like when you get this anti-air hit, you can convert into a full combo off of your character. Your character is not limited. Like this isn't like a Street Fighter situation where you get an anti-air, they fall to the ground, you can't really do anything. You can do something that you wouldn't believe if you came from another game. Maybe you could. Maybe your game's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
XVIII players, you might understand.
Oh, no, I completely understand. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but so don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to take a bit of a short break.
We'll be back with more Isla.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Strap in for Season 2. Fan favorite characters make their way to the roster. Season Pass 2 is here. 6 months, 6 characters, a new fighter each month. Legends Unleashed! Available now.
Atas ada shop.
2XKO Season 1 is now live, featuring an all-new Battle Pass, stage, and champion, Caitlyn, the Sheriff of Piltover. 2XKO is excited to announce Frame Perfect, a competitive-themed skin set where a portion of the proceeds help fund prize pools and tournament costs for TOs across the world. Elite competitors will clash across the globe, from EVO Japan to Combo Breaker and beyond, rising to the ultimate finals in Seoul. Don't miss your shot to qualify for the high-stakes ARC World Tour Finals on March 20th through 22nd, 2026. Kwanba x Atasa Collabo just dropped. Limited run sticks with that filthy Kwanba Wolf drip on premium Atasa Noir bodies. Loaded with Semitsu LS56 and Sanwa OBSF 24s for buttery inputs. These ain't your average customs. Hand-painted by Atasa Limited in Japan with Kwanba's signature teal flames and gold accents. With only 50 units worldwide. Paragon. Grassroots FGC since 2021. Monamoon. TCG and apparel since 2010. Creators of the Dice Winder format and fully artist-owned, they've got everything you need and a little more. Check out their booth in the hotel lobby. This summer, chase away the cold with Boston Blue Beats Beach Episode. On July 18th and 19th, join the Massachusetts FGC at the Westin Waltham for the hottest event of the Northeast. Max Mode is back for Year 3 in Atlanta, Georgia, on February 27th through March 1st. Featuring SNK's World Championship 2026 Tour with Fatal Fury City of the Wolves and the King of Fighters 15, with them also being the first Jazzy Circuit auto qualifier. Registration is now live at start.gg/maxmode3. Don't forget to register before February 15th. Be sure to check out all of our awesome Frosty Faustings merch. Whether you're headed to your local or an important job interview, we've got the gear you need. Shirts, hats, pants, keychains, blankets, mugs. But it won't be here forever, so get yours now.
All right, we're back with more Isla.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Teddy?
I'm feeling great.
These matches have been electric. I like that we ramped up slowly into like a pretty serious match, and now we're going to be seeing Qdora versus Yagabe.
Yeah, we saw Pahichannel play not too long ago. It was almost like it only happened a couple sets ago. But Ohio's very own, truly GalaxyBran. Yeah, see,
right.
the Ohio crowd already getting hype.
We got Jiji on her phone texting about this.
Oh my goodness. But now you're. So you see from GalaxyBran, especially from last year, they play a very fundamental Yagabi. Very neutral oriented. You can tell he's a Street Fighter player, you know? But already getting the shock trap.
And there's a good flash kick.
The fatal coming in hot.
And that fireball just deletes the lightning. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Get a fatal here. Not too much damage, but it is going to get a good setup off this.
Ooh,
Base the flash kick!
Insane.
Oh. And another baited flash kick.
But they back off. Instead of getting the guard break, if they had gotten that guard break, they would have been able to kill, but that's okay. You got one more chance.
Great block coming in from Pahichannel.
Punish the flash kick. One more touch.
Might be able to kill a chip.
Oh no, GalaxyBran finds the way out. GalaxyBran not too worried, even sitting on a pixel of health. Knows that he's gonna find the way out of here.
And the 6-hit coming in clutch, but there's the 2BC over here, immediately bursting out. Already, GalaxyBran looking a little bit worse for Rare. There's the guard break.
We set up. Oh, we get the wall. When did you learn this combo? You did not have this in the last set. 4,000 damage, and then GalaxyBran is dead. We're going to round 3.
Just like that. It is an instant reversal like that. But
maybe this is just the difference when you're fighting Yagabi versus Qdora, right?
Yeah.
You fight Qdora, you forget every combo you ever knew. Versus Yagabi, yeah, I set the seal, I hit the wall stick. We do this, we do that.
Yeah, but GalaxyBran has been very good about the flash kick, calling the setups out and making sure calling out the fake setups.
That was a great fatal. And we're gonna burst that away because we don't want to take all that damage and get put back in the corner. Oh, but you jumped into Yagabi's laser beam.
But you whiffed the overhead. This is a very bad situation for GalaxyBran.
Oh, I heard so many glass breaks, but it's not enough to guard break him.
The hard tackle, fail. This is going to be a lot of damage here. No.
It's not enough to kill, and that fatal slide takes the first game for Pahichannel. Maybe we're seeing GalaxyBran start to sweat a little bit.
No.
Just hold it. Just hold it.
Yeah. Well, the slight difference in may not be in combos, but just in sheer positioning. And GalaxyBran just, although he's been getting these solid conversions, the positioning is just not there.
Yeah.
But as I say that, a great solid conversion here. The fireball loops. There's the positioning. Baits the DP.
But she gets out for free. Sets the seals on him. Yagabi tackles to get out of the way, but is still back in the corner again.
Counter hit.
Oh, that life bar is getting small. She's giggling. Yagabi is dying, and you're giggling.
Qdora, you're trying not to laugh. That's disrespectful.
Okay, she's gonna spend that burst. Yagabi is about one touch away from death, but so is Qdora.
The fatal dash to come in, but Pahichannel on set point now because of it.
Pahichannel could take this one. GalaxyBran is gonna have to play out of his mind if he wants to take this back.
A great fatal flash kick, going to dash cancel into it. There's the fatal yet again. Going to get another conversion started. Immediately bursting out. That's a very. If there was a time
just
to burst,
like that?
Yeah, if there was a time to burst, that would have been it. Because now Qdora's in the corner.
Qdora's got her burst left, but it might not do that much good if it's the next situation. Use it. Keep him in the corner. Do we get the kill? We don't get the kill. Oh no!
Oh, there's the fatal!
We don't get a combo.
No drop.
Back to the scramble, and that should be it.
Oh, GalaxyBran manages to clutch the victory from the jaws of defeat, but that is so punishable right now. Not a great start for GalaxyBran right now.
We need a combo on that flash kick punish, please.
The throw tech coming in from Pahichannel.
And that's it. That is going to be Qdora's burst.
Yeah, but
just sit on that run up throw. She's kind of like Versusia in the way that, like, the startup of her dash is slow, but then she crosses the whole screen really fast.
There's the fatal tackle. Gonna get a solid conversion on that. Not gonna get Oki off it. Fatal
my
through
God.
the overhead. This is so
First
dangerous.
out is getting heartbroken.
The fatal tackle.
Oh, this is a lot of damage about to happen. And there you go. GalaxyBran takes the game with the overhead. Put the fireball on you. Hit the overhead. That's all of your life gone.
Yeah, and it was very difficult to see. So if you're not anticipating it, you will get hit.
And it's like that situation is really bad for you because like, what? You stand up to block the overhead. You get by a low. You die anyways, right? Kill. Oh, you need to get some damage here.
Yeah,
all right.
Forcing the burst out of GalaxyBran. This is actually a very good one. But the counter hit overhead, literally almost doing 40% off that alone.
We are here in the room erupt into cheers every time we hit that overhead.
But there's a dive kick on the counter hit, but not going to get a conversion.
Oh, no. Does GalaxyBran hit another one?
Another flash kick, but not going to get conversion off this. Fatal into the dash.
Oh, wait, we block the overhead and we kill.
Pahichannel just clutching at the most opportune moments here. Nice throw break from both players.
Pahichannel is back on set point, but it's anyone's game. Good flash kick.
The fatal through.
These poorly timed meaties are not going in GalaxyBran's favor. Oh, but jumping into the laser beam. One more. 5D.
The fatal through, but
is this a guard break?
Oh,
she mashed.
So set point for both players. It could be literally anybody's game here. Just dashing through. Those were very impressive dashes.
Oh, the early burst. I'm not a fan of that. You jumped into the laser beam again.
The fatal coming through, but drops it. Goes for a reset instead. There comes the Oki into the low.
And there's the overhead. The room is in an uproar.
GalaxyBran working so hard. The hardest working Yagabe on the planet here.
I'm seeing Havoc shaking his head when you say that.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful match. A lot of like mistimed meaties. I felt like GalaxyBran didn't quite have the Okizeme timing very well in a lot of those situations, you know what I mean? But it didn't matter. It was an overall more consistent play.
The neutral is what I feel was the deciding factor. And GalaxyBran's neutral is just so solid.
For sure, sure.
And unfortunately for Pahichannel, they couldn't get the solid. They couldn't really make it hurt in terms of their conversions and whatnot. And
like not a lot of damage, not great knockdowns, you know. Yeah. Like there were a couple of rounds that really went their way. There was like that moment in the first round where they accidentally like air backdashed away from the flash kick. I felt that was an accident.
Yeah, yeah. And those types of minor mistakes can really add up when you're facing a player like GalaxyBran. A lot of the high-level players use up here. But we are going through. Our next opponent. We have.
We got Havoc back on deck.
Yeah, we have Havoc and Jiji.
Havoc and Jiji. This is a grudge match.
This is going to be a good match.
We're seeing Yagabe versus Tina. Yeah. I know from going to locals with this guy that Havoc has been grinding to fight this match. This is the set.
And they were playing a lot last night, so these players are going to be so prepared for each other. So we're going to see a lot of layers here in terms of like what's the offense going to be like, what kind of Oki we're going to be looking at here.
Jiji, of course, is our tournament organizer.
Shout out to Jiji for running this.
Absolutely. And, of course, the Tina player.
Yeah. I played against her Tina last night, and it is scary.
Yes.
It is absolutely scary. I could barely get a word in word at I was mostly relying on 236C Fatal just to get in. But we are going to get in LC and Havoc versus Jiji. This.
Shout out Lars Canyon.
Yeah. Oh boy.
We're loading on midnight.
Yeah. One of these stages of all time. All right.
This is the E's last stage.
Nice block on the overhead. This is going to be a good conversion here. Going to get those calories here.
And what is Yagabi going to do? He can't stop you from getting your yummy.
I mean, it's going to bait the burst is what he's going to do, along with that fatal tackle to get in. Nice punish on the tackle here. Fatal.
Right. Yagabi starting to run out of health. He's pressing that burst now.
Oh, the fatal dash into the air throw, but not going to get much of a conversion off
And
it.
blocks that overhead. Oh, but the higher ball is going to stop you from pressing anything.
Great block coming in from Jiji, but this is
That
a
guard
lot
break
of
is getting low.
damage in the guard break. This is so much damage. We got the cancels on deck.
How are you going to defend yourself? You're going to get guard broken if you don't do something.
Spending all that cash for the guard break yet again.
Guaranteed kill. Yagabi doesn't even have to do a combo if he doesn't want to on guard break. He just hits you with the overhead and you're smoked.
Yep, there comes the fatal come yet again. And the Havoc is just doing so well at just navigating and just getting under the...
It's a guard break.
Just getting under the projectiles right there.
All right, watch the damage on this meter right now. 5,000. 5,092.
2BC.
We see pretty decent wake-up option. Universal DP, everyone's got it, custom meter.
Into the fail dash, into the air throw.
Oh, that was beautiful.
But
She escapes another guard break, but can she do it one more time? Blocks the overhead, but doesn't get a punish on it. Tries to set up utensil.
Yeah, I think she's taking some time to like kind of breathe there. After that, I would need some time to breathe there too.
Get a small eat. All right, good combo. Now this is more the kind of damage that Easlap is known for, right?
Yeah, now we're getting into a great Oki situation, but we're not going to care. Baits the burst off that. This is going to be huge damage for Havoc. Another tick throw situation.
Sometimes you just have to take that tick though too, because the guard break situation is even scarier.
Yeah, fatal air dash to get out of there. Stagger pressure.
Last chance.
Nice finish fire cancel. Into the guard break yet again. Now Havoc on set point.
Laser beam? No. There it is anyways. That Bato is seriously scary, right?
So we're going to get the clean hit, but the fatal tackle going to get punished by the saw blades this time.
I've never seen Fatal Tackle lose to projectiles like that.
Yeah, we have
Right.
the reversal.
Drop
It's
the doves on them.
Yeah, about to make it rain. Nice avoidance on the laser.
Oh,
Whip
good
punish.
spacing. And we get the kill.
Jiji's starting to wake up here. Messes up the 6BC here. The fatal into the pressure.
Bursting him away, does not want to get guard broken. But it's too late. You don't get that meter back immediately.
Yeah.
And so one touch allows Yagabi to guard break you for so much damage.
Look at that. Almost 50% off there. We're going to get Oki off there.
And we
Hate
punish the
2BC. No conversion, though.
Oh no, you pressed the button during. That is a decisive win for Havoc. Havoc is moving up in the pools. Jiji is going to be dropping down to loser side.
Oh, man. That, unfortunately, that was just a showcase of what Yagabi could do. And he can be very verse safe on a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Especially, you saw it with the misfinder right there. It's just...
It is hard to describe to people how burst safe he is when he's using his Bato. Because, like, you try to burst it, and it's a parry. It's a parry, and then he can do the Bato, and if you're above him, then you get hit.
Yep.
And if you're, like, way up in the air, like Canadian bursting, then you just drop down, and he combos
Yeah,
you.
it's just waste. It's like bursting his Extra Johnny.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
so burst safe that you can't really. You have to be very stingy about your burst and just waiting for a Nora where he's the most committal on.
Yeah.
So we are going back into this match here. I think this. I don't know whether this
We've
is
got
winner or
Piper,
loser.
GatesOfDawn versus Havoc. Is that correct?
No, not Havoc. Havoc
Oh, no,
slash,
no.
yeah.
I thought Havoc was still sitting over there. My bad.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Ooh. Yeah. But yeah, we are waiting for our next two players here. It looks like either A went to the bathroom or B went to go get a drink of water. But
Yeah, our player will be back in just a second.
oh, we got the Noel cutout. The Lucky Charm. We got the Lucky
Noel
Charm.
cutout. Okay, they got a Noel cutout. What character do they play? Is it Taihei?
It might be Tai. Because it's very, very Noel coded.
Yeah, I'll be very confused if it's a different character.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking at Flash in the Heart. We love our community here.
Neon Genesis Garfangelion?
Yes. Oh, that is a cursed ass shirt. I don't think I like that.
All right, so we got GatesOfDawn here on the player one side. That is a Dizzy player from Strive.
Ooh.
Dizzy
I haven't
was
seen a lot
a
of
very
Strive
slept-on character for a long time. This is one of the players who's
Yeah,
been
she
pushing
did get a
her.
lot of buffs in the recent patch.
And there's the Noel on
Noel
screen right
cutout.
now. She's angry. She wants to win.
She hungry. Hungry for the win. So GatesOfDawn and Crakin Atkins, my commentator / uni GOAT.
Okay.
So I'll be very interested to see how Crakin goes. Crakin plays Kaguya. in Uni.
Okay.
So might see the tie here.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's two gun girls we know that Crakin is into.
Yeah. Do a quick button check here. Yeah, good. Definitely with the layout. Very similar to my layout.
I don't see anyone else who plays with my layout. Most people go for like sort of the anime game standard.
Yeah. But we have Kidora, which
This is mine.
mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Which actually makes a lot of sense. The Kidora being Dizzy player.
Mhm,
Definitely.
Yeah, I
checks
definitely
out.
saw this player learning both Tina and Kudora. But both of those kind of a natural choice. You couldn't go wrong with either one of them.
All right, let's get it out. This is the first mine we've seen on stream today.
That's true. He's
Yeah.
the main character of the game. He's not like super popular,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, I know it says main, but it's actually pronounced mine. Yeah, the fun little tidbit for everybody here. But you know what's not so fun? These traps here and these solid little mini hits.
Yeah, mine really wants to like play a neutral game, and GatesOfDawn is not letting that happen.
Nice. Oh, great mix-ups right here coming in from GatesOfDawn here. But don't sleep on Crakin.
Okay. Slide in underneath. We're stopping him from moving around in the air. Oh, that fireball was so unfortunate, right?
Yeah, and the double, triple overhead, forcing Crakin to burst.
Crakin could have held on to that a bit longer, but got scared, and that panic is going to cost you. You're in a really bad situation right now. You still have your guard cancel, but otherwise, like, you can't get out of a hit.
Look at these double hit bursts here. The mix-up is very much there, but that GatesOfDawn is really going to take that round very convincingly, might I add.
A very solid game one. Crakin Atkins going to have to work a lot harder in this neutral. Was not expecting the nonsense of these lightning setups.
Yeah, these plus frames are doing a lot of work here.
That's an early burst again.
Gonna get the follow-up here. So, although the combos are not damaging, the Oki is much noticeably stronger.
Yeah. I think that's like a big difference between GatesOfDawn's play versus Pahichannel. We're seeing her able to like keep her turn going a lot longer and force a lot more mix-ups. One more touch.
Oh, that's gonna do it right there.
GatesOfDawn already on set point. Crakin Atkins still has some life left in him though.
Oh, that's a good anti-air, but not gonna get the full conversion off there. This character's a bit hard to get that conversion because it's so spacing dependent on here.
Okay. That looked pretty nice. It was a good starter.
Yep, immediately bursting out. Just want to maintain that lead here. Tries to go for the overhead. A good counter hit, but oh, there it is.
It's not getting a lot of damage off of these hits.
Another drop coming in from GatesOfDawn, but opting for the super.
Okay, we got the flame carpet. That only lasts for a little bit there.
Oh no! Surprised they didn't do it for the grounded fireball. That Oki is very strong.
But Crakin Atkins finds his way to take a round. Okay, we're not blocking the Green Sever.
No, nobody blocks that. Anyone who tells you they're blocking that, they're lying.
I'm not blocking that. I'm pressing 4A and kicking his ass.
A nice match on the 2A here. Definitely going to. Oh, no conversion on the fatal.
Very scrambly situation right now. Both players clearly scared of getting hit, even at like a 1500 damage combo, right? Like, you're still getting put pretty far behind every time you take a hit.
Well, you're still going to get bonked on the head even after you fatal dash cancel. There's the overhead they were looking for. Might just kill. Drops the combo, but the Oki is so strong it doesn't matter.
And we have the negative edge seal, right? We saw her use that effectively, and GatesOfDawn takes the set. We get the fist bump on camera. The whole room clapping. That was a lovely set. Good show of like a new Qdora player.
Yeah, you definitely don't see a lot of new players. But the GatesOfDawn really showing their stuff here. And like, although again, Dan wasn't there, but the Oki was on point.
Exactly. Yeah. And like you see how that like lets her keep her turn going and going and going rather than like you get the hit, they fall out, then they get to run around, go wherever they want. Yeah. You don't want them to go where they want. You want them to sit in place and get hit high or low.
Yeah, and using the Rekkas to just enforce that plus range and just get a better positioning. Like, all right, at this point, now I'm about like a couple character lengths away, so now I can start setting up seals and maintain that space control. That was very smart.
Yeah, and a couple sets ago, we were talking about like the players there, Pahichannel and DBus, I think it was, were not using like the negative edge seals yet very much. But we did see GatesOfDawn using them a couple times very effectively there to make their like block strings more plus.
Yeah. It wasn't anything fancy either. It was just a single negative edge seal, just hit the plus range and run the string. Remember, guys, keep it simple.
Exactly. You know, learn what you can do now and then do crazier stuff later. You'll get it in time.
Yeah. You definitely want to take this game more into bits and chunks.
Yeah.
Just like, that's the nice thing about this game is you can just really take your sweet time with it and just kind of learn as you go. I guess I'm trying to formulate the right word is you can take little bits and pieces and the improvement will go the more
it'll all stack
learn.
up on top of each other, right?
The more you learn, the more you master the system mechanics, the faster the improvement is going to go.
Like, especially, like, learning where to use your meter, where to use your character's tools, right? Of course, this stuff is important for all sorts of fighting games, but ESLAF is very, like, built around, like, complex characters.
Yeah.
Like, there's a small cast in this game, as you may have noticed, but each one of those characters can do so much stuff.
And one of the things I do really like about this game, they really push the envelope on what you can do, especially like stuff like Yagabi, Cecil, and even with mine, it's like a mix between Soul and Kai.
Yeah.
But it's the best of Soul and Kai.
Yeah. It's like Soul doesn't usually have those kinds of mechanics where like you have like a 2-stage to your like neutral game where like mine, he'll like hit you and then he'll sit down the flame carpet and then that'll make his next mix-up way more scary because he's going to get a huge amount of reward off of here or he's going to do like a block string that frame traps you, whatever you try to do.
Yeah, and then you have stuff like with Tina where she can just combo you for pretty much on the full screen and get Oki off it and just have the movement option as if you were playing extra Dizzy.
Right, and we were talking about Tai earlier. We saw Tai on stream. She has Odin Force, which lets you just cancel anything into anything. Stuff that was not jump cancelable can now be jump canceled. All your buttons go into all of your other buttons.
It's nice not even going to the Elfelt-like shenanigans with the grenade and the gun and the level up mechanic that she has.
Skip trays.
Yes. So now we have... This is going to be the Yagabi mirror. Havoc
my God.
versus GalaxyBran. So
I've been hearing these players talk about this one.
yeah. So this is a 9-1 matchup for Yagami, right?
I heard Yagami wins this one. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I had to ask. I had to ask my Go GalaxyBran if it was 9-1 Yagami. He confirmed it. So, but Havoc.
We got Ohio versus Michigan, huh?
Yeah. This game is very popular in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I might start running this game at my locals too.
It's no surprise that this game has had a big showing here at Frosty and a combo breaker.
Oh, it's
I'm
true.
looking forward to this coming combo breaker. You should be there.
Yeah, be there, man. Like you gotta pull up to this game. This game is sick. It updates pretty frequently.
Yeah, that's every week. Something new changes. The characters are mostly pretty stable.
Yeah.
So it's very, very playable right now. It's not like you have to relearn your character all the time. All right, let's get right into it. Yagami versus Yagami on Midnight, the classic stage.
True. That's, yeah.
This is the Lars Canyon of Easlaf.
True. I always think it was Council 3, honestly. I feel like Council 3 is a little bit more stable. But,
Early start from GalaxyBran, pushing Havoc to the corner.
Nice fatal tackle immediately bursting out. Look at that. Already looking a little low for health here.
All right. And there's that fatal tackle again, just forcing his way through the neutral, ignoring whatever Havoc wanted to do there.
GalaxyBran looking very strong this time around, and that's going to enable him to take that first round. The overhead yet again.
Oh, okay. We jump back, we cut the card, but we don't get to punish that fatal flash kick. Yukuzo. I've got that voice line stuck in my head from all the times I got knocked down by this character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That first game to GalaxyBran, that was decisive.
I feel like this matchup is very momentum-based, but that neutral coming in, but...
And just like that, Havoc has reversed the momentum. Hit by the Bato.
Yeah.
Big damage.
While GalaxyBran has that neutral...
World's most repetitive combo.
While GalaxyBran has that neutral, Havoc has got the punishes on down, and you already see it's already a very...
I like that. He does fatal tackle. He cancels it so he doesn't get punished by the parry. He gets parried anyways. One more touch. One touch is all it will take. But GalaxyBran does not want to give it up. But he gets flash kicked, and that's it.
Immediately going in. Nice counter hit. The
Tackle
fatal
with the flash
dash.
kick. Everybody hates it. There's the guard break. He is baiting burst so hard right now.
Yeah, I think that... I can't remember if you build that meter off dashing. That's probably why he was dashing there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because the main way you get meter in this game is by dashing forward and by getting a knockdown with your sweep. So those two things will get you a lot of meter. Can Yagami kill here? I think he can.
Oh,
but he's going to
most
reset, and just
definitely
like
can.
that, we are 1-1.
Double glizzies on the board here.
Havoc heard everyone cheering for GalaxyBran. He's like, no, I'm the Yagami right now.
Alpha Yagami. It is 1-1 right now. Yeah.
All right.
Keep up, Matt.
Insane situation. How do you even describe it? They're spending so much meter to ignore each other's options.
Nice. Oh my goodness.
GalaxyBran on set point right now. And they get the same round start to trade.
The flash kick to make sure that they couldn't punish the tackle. That was very smart for GalaxyBran.
Havoc sits there waiting for just 1 second so he can get a meter, just in case he needs it.
But the conversion coming in, blocks the fatal DP.
Oh, and then we parry afterwards, knows the response. It's going to be a lot of damage and a great situation for Yagami. Hold that, hold that. You need to hold this.
Oh, the fatal flash kick.
Oh, it parries the flash kick for the kill. It is now the final round.
The overhead.
Oh, no.
The counter hit. looking very good. But
Oh,
the
the glass
pressure-
break? No, weak flash kick out of there.
And there's the guard break yet again. Full combo for Havoc.
Full combo of one button. That's all he needs, baby.
Nice.
These characters have the same amount of life. Both of players have their burst. Havoc just spent his.
Overhead, but not going to get a conversion off this. Fatal.
It's a dangerous situation. It is a true scramble. GalaxyBran was in a good situation. Did not need to hit that 2BC. And now it's Havoc's turn to play.
What?
GalaxyBran, are you going to burst? You going to burst? He's not going to burst.
He's going to flash kick.
Oh, and he hits the punish! They hit the fist bump before the character's even dead.
Oh my God, a scramble situation that happened in TN GalaxyBran after a well-hard-fought battle is gonna move on. That was one of the most scrambling situations.
We are going to be seeing Havoc on the warpath trying to get back from this.
Yeah, it is not gonna be.
Double thumbs up.
And
Really great play. That was super fun to watch.
And Razarna in the chat, this game does have rollback, by the way. It does have rollback.
And this game is sick as fuck. It's as sick as it looks, so check it out.
Yeah. But man, this is just like that. This was just winner pools, by the way.
Yeah.
This is winners pools.
We still got top 4 coming up at 5 p.m. tonight, so look out for that.
Yeah, and just like the flash. The weight on the flash kick, that is not easy to have the mental discipline just to wait on the flash kick. Because at that point, when you fatal flash kick, you could dash cancel into that to maintain pressure right there. And Havoc was just eager to make sure to get that guard break because he was on like a pixel guard break.
Yeah.
And all he needed was one good guard break. And GalaxyBran capitalized on that hunger.
Yeah, absolutely. Really like punishing him on like all of those whiff flash kicks, coming down to the very wire on the last one. You see the flash kick come out, just stands right out of range and hits you with the slash.
Yeah, and there are a lot of good parries from both players right there.
Yeah.
Utilizing those parries to their maximum possible efficiency.
Yeah.
But we are going to see GatesOfDawn back on stream again. So very excited to see. I want to say her, but yeah. Yeah. But as we move further along in this bracket, these games, the proficiency of these characters is going to go up along with a lot of block strengths, a lot of combos. Oh boy. But now,
Warming up and button check.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
yeah, this far in the bracket, got to make sure. The last thing you want to do is find out one of your buttons is misassigned.
Exactly. I was playing with somebody earlier and they forgot to assign their fatal button.
Oh, that's
Not what you want to do.
yeah, you don't want to do that.
All right, we've got GatesOfDawn versus Artsick. We've seen both of these players on stream already. We have got Qdora versus Siska. We've got the zone control character. We've got the movement mix-up character.
DP at the round start. All right, you know what? I respect that.
Random neutral jump into parry.
Oh.
Oh, button check. Okay. We were just talking about button check, weren't we? Are they going to restart? Back to character select?
Yep, they're going to return to back character side. We had a little bit of whoopsie right there, but you know what? That's fine.
It's no big deal. We just run it.
Bleh. Bleh.
Hits you with the "you're under arrest."
All right, here we go. All right, round one for real this time.
GatesOfDawn correctly predicting the round start option this time and getting a tremendous lead.
And that was very good awareness to use the reckless to get the space into the trap there. That was very smart of them.
Early burst does not want to get mixed up by Siska. Knows it's going to be hard to make anything happen when Siska gets her turn, and here it is. Oh, I love that that burst.
Yeah, especially when you're using it to maintain corner pressure over here. But GatesOfDawn already getting the Oki set up, but Artsick not down for the count here with the cross up over here. This is going to be a lot of damage coming in.
All the way to the corner, and you have that on you.
The 2BC
gets smoked! It gets smoked! You're dead!
Yeah.
She can do that!
Yeah!
Jumps all the way over the anti-air, gets away to the corner, and you're getting hit.
But the dead zone from the Rekka is gonna
You gotta
cost
be careful with that one, Qdoba. You can't just play around. And there we go, we use the negative edge to continue the combo. That's beautiful.
Nice trap set up on there with the corner pressure
Siska
here.
does not want to take any more of that Spencer burst. Neither player has their burst left. The dive kick super is safe on block. I didn't know that. I've never seen that get blocked.
Well, the cross up, there's a lot of damage coming in, but no, drops the combo right there.
One touch away from death. It's really scary when you don't have like a good Oki situation, right? That combo just dropped into a scramble.
Yeah, and GatesOfDawn was smart enough to capitalize on that scramble situation there.
This is not a very one-sided matchup at all. I was kind of expecting Siska to like kind of run over her, but no, she's showing a lot more consistency than her opponent right now.
Oh, makes the DP, but bursting out. Just want to maintain that.
That burst was really good because it let Siska get her guard meter back too. She was so close to getting guard broken.
Nice OTG, just to mess up the Oki timing. Nice conversion. Gonna go for the other one. Goes for a reset instead, tries to parry.
And the backdash guard cancel works out in GatesOfDawn's favor. She is moving up one game.
Well, you gotta watch out for the fireball because it does.
Good blocking, but you're mashing. We can all hear you mashing, and now your guard broken. Siska, do the combo.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's fair. I wouldn't want to block that. I wouldn't want to take all the damage.
But that burst is already gone, and you're eating 30% into Oki here.
This is maybe worse than the combo she had planned for the guard break.
Oh my goodness. And
okay, 2BC gets smoked yet again. That is not the right moment to use it.
Perfect coming in from Artsick.
That's a tough situation because like you feel like you should be able to use 2BC, but if you haven't labbed it out, you don't know for sure.
A nice overhead, but doesn't get a conversion, just a little bit too far.
Oh, and now Artsick is looking very dominant right now.
Got clipped on the cross-up, but it fails to convert.
All right. GatesOfDawn finds her way out. Artsick spending on that backdash cancel that doesn't work out. That's a very costly mistake to make in this game because it also uses up your guard meter.
Gets a burst and maintain corner pressure over here, but gonna get an anti-air unblockable. Goes for the fatal super, and Artsick ties it up 1-1.
All right, all right. GatesOfDawn trying to play the zoning game here, but it's just not working out. Artsick is finding her way in every single time.
They're so good at just picking and choosing points to win the dash in.
The double cross up.
The double cross up again. Called that compound fracture. Nice.
And the overhead same side. This character has all of the mix-up options you could want. And there we go. Artsick is on set point.
That dead zone on the Rekka really kind of screwed them, but gonna get a nice combo, forcing the burst very early on. Gets hit cross up. I could not tell if that was cross up or not. There's another cross up.
How could you see that cross up right there?
Nah, see you broke your legs and your wrist. Call that a compound fracture. Right there.
Last chance. GatesOfDawn does not have burst, and that is gonna be the game.
Another 2-1 straight from Artsick. That was amazing adaptation for Artsick.
Yeah. I felt like Artsick maybe was using that first game to get the download on the player, figure out what can this Qdoba do to me. Qdoba is a scary character, right? If you don't know what she's capable of, like as the player, like, you know, a newbie Qdoba versus like an advanced Qdoba, these are very different games you have to defend yourself against.
Yeah.
And so once Artsick realized that they weren't going to have to deal with like crazy stuff, they were able to like really put their foot on the throttle and take the game in like a stunning comeback.
Yeah. And it was, well, again, the Oki was very impressive for GatesOfDawn, but
yeah.
Again, it all came down to making those hits hurt. But a little bit too eager for the burst because once you use that burst, it's gone for the round. You don't
Yeah.
get that back.
Yeah,
So-
it's really tough to like know when you should use it too, because like, did you just get guard broken? Because then your opponent might be thinking about the burst bait, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, newbie players in this game are not thinking about burst bait. They'll just let you burst them, and it's no big deal. But Siska can bait your burst pretty easily. She has a lot of good options for that.
Yeah. Especially with the fireball, when it can, especially with Fatal Fireball and just the innate fireball ability that delays the explosion. One, allowing her to get more plus frames, and two, just really being able to easily bait burst with that. It's a foot on the throttle.
Do you mean the fucking pedal? Yes, I do mean the fucking pedal.
Yeah. No, there's no pedal here. We're just
Right. You're driving a motorcycle with your feet, right?
Yeah.
That's Easlaf.
Yeah.
That's not Easlaf. That's a messed up metaphor.
Nah.
I dropped my combo. It's fine.
Oh my god. But yeah, we're still waiting on our next few matches here. These pools we have been blazing through these right now. But I'm very excited to see our next stream.
Yeah, it's like what do we have next?
It's hard to really tell.
Do we get to see a Cecil on stream? It's not likely, right?
Unfortunately, I am not on. I did not enter bracket, so you probably won't see a Cecil on stream.
I keep meeting people who say that they play Cecil, but I haven't seen one in the bracket just yet.
Yeah, it's the hardest working man on the planet right now. But now, granted, the buffs that he got really helped him a lot. The more impactful buffs happened a couple days ago. So unfortunately, we're not playing.
Yeah, we're not on that patch. What did actually change for Cecil?
I believe the Onigiri, the fatal Onigiri follow-ups became a lot better. Granted, you can fuzzy him now, but who cares when you're doing fatal B follow-up for Onigiri?
I mean, maybe the fuzzy is really good for him in some way that we don't know.
That's true.
Sometimes you see a change and you're like, that isn't that big a deal, and then some player who you've never met is doing crazy stuff with them.
Yeah, for sure. But this game is sick. So you haven't already, consider donating to the Matcherino here, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to support the players that really play this game, and you want to see more of them to come out to events and stuff, consider donating to the Matcherino here.
Yeah, once again, this is an indie fighting game. This is developed as a doujin game by like 2 guys, free and an artist, as well as a bunch of collaborating musicians and voice actors. It is like the purest of the pure indie games. So give some money to free, help fund Easlaf development in perpetuity. We really want to see this game come to Steam, and we're all really enjoying it right now. If the game looks sick, give it a try, hit up the Discord. Somebody will teach you how to play.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And as well as that, I see all these. I forgot, there is one other event. You should also come to Cap City Chaos this
Ooh, okay.
regional in Ohio. It's been a while since they ran that tournament. You got 12 main games, community ran side brackets as well. Exert is also a main game.
Oh, good.
So you're gonna see that. You got the popcorn bearing come pulling through, and a bunch of exhibition matches you guys definitely want to see. So come through.
Yeah, don't miss it.
Yeah, Cap City Chaos happening March 14th through the 15th. You definitely want to come out and support that. But we are going to get our next 2 matches here.
Yeah, we're seeing Artsick back on the stick.
Yeah, back on the sticks, and now we are going to see Jiji back again.
Now, I haven't watched a lot of Tina versus Siska. Do you know anything about this matchup?
This is a very interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the last one. Yeah, because I got to do plus art stuff anyway too. But
All right. Yeah, this is going to be our last set.
The last set is
the stream. We'll be back with top 4
Yeah.
or top 8 at 5 p.m. So
Yeah.
come back for that.
Oh, you definitely want to see this. So this is going to be our last match. And what better match to do it than Jiji and Artsick?
Yeah. Artsick, that was a really strong showing we just watched. So
Yeah. But I am very curious to see how Jiji is going to handle this.
I know Jiji wants to get to the top. So we are going to see her fight like hell right now.
Yeah, I see a lot of love in the chat for Jiji here. Yeah, make sure y'all. I want to see y'all spam that shit. Give Jiji the spirit bomb, y'all.
You're making Tina too powerful.
Yeah.
Her cuteness is maxing out. What are we gonna do? She's gonna have projectiles for days.
True.
With Siska, this is like, it's like dodging through the rain, right?
Yeah, you are playing through a minefield at that point for Siska. But Fatal Fireball, the great equalizer for Siska. You know. So you definitely don't want to count out.
Moment of quiet, the calm before the storm.
Oh yeah, you gotta let the mood build up. You know. Last stream match. Let's get it out. Artsick versus Jiji. Let's get it.
All right. Navigated. We're in the corner.
Yep. Media burst. That was a good punish. I would have bursted there too, but unfortunately, that mix is going to be inevitable. It gets hit by the low, but no conversion.
All right. The clean hit into eating gets the full conversion into an air throw that lets you put them in the corner, but you get hit by the DP.
Nice. That parry really worked out for him. Gets the overhead hit just like that. It's already even. Fireball fatal.
For those that don't know, if you parry a fatal move, you actually get enhanced parry. Enhanced parry has frame 1 startup. It goes further, it does more damage. It's just great for you.
Yeah, and just like that, Jiji made the comeback off of Siska here. Great bait on that. Catches the air dash in. This is going to be a lot of... Oh, no.
Jiji is just so good at predicting where Siska wants to go.
And she's also very good at those air throws here. And we've seen a lot of mileage off those.
Yeah, Jiji is always bragging about how good Tina's throw range is. And that goes double for the air throw. Air throw's super good in this game.
Yeah, just getting full conversion against the fatal super. Fatal, yeah, again, gonna get the stagger there.
And there we go, scissors to take the kill. Just like that, the momentum is in Jiji's favor.
Ooh!
Okay.
Nicely done. This is doing a lot of damage here.
This is a very commanding lead right now. Oh, backdashing away did not save you.
And just like that, the calories all refilled here. And just like that.
Oh my god.
Point.
Jiji's so good at sneaking in those little snacks, right? That's like a key.
That air throw! That was so low to the ground! And because
that looks like Eno.
Yeah, and because of that, able to snipe the burst out, so now she has very little to fear.
Oh my god. Jiji's going crazy right now. Artsick doesn't know what to do. You gotta find a way in.
This is such right. Look at that guard bar chipping away.
She's in that corner.
That was a brave dash in. Artsick could have mashed it through, but is going to get that mash in. Not quite enough to kill. One more guess for
the
game.
Projectile protection.
Yeah, has the Aegis shield up.
Oh,
no! And the fatal is going to take it. Jiji's going to take that set 2-0.
Let's go, Jiji. The whole crowd is erupting. That is an electric set. And that's all we've got for Easlef for just now.
Oh, my goodness. What an electrifying set of matches we had on here. And this was just pools, by the way. This is pools. Y'all have
We've got
yet
more
to
Easlef
see
for you.
anything yet.
We haven't even had Disco Wonderland in this bracket yet.
No, we haven't. And
we got Disco, we got Jack World in the next pool, the one that's not going to be on stream. It's too bad that you can't see that, but we'll probably be seeing some of those players.
Disco Wonderland for sure, I think we'll be seeing in top 4.
Yeah.
But y'all are going to lose your mind when you're going to see Disco Wonderland pilot this character.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, well, thank you all so much for watching. This has been a lovely pools to run.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing you back in a couple of hours.
Yeah, but don't go anywhere. We still have more exciting action-packed games here. We'll be back at 5 p.m. for top 4, but in the meantime, stick around. I don't know what game we have up next, but I'm sure it's going to be great. Oh, shit! Jeff Yan from New York.
You got so excited you could barely say it. Def Jam Fight for New York coming up next. Stick around for that. You're going to have a good time. I promise.
We'll see you guys then.
Check out two of our artists, Kinda Not and Ianzu Art, located in Artist Alley booths R2 and L7. Be on the lookout for their upcoming Devil Trigger and Mob collections. Gatekeep.us for merch that beats life in a first to 10 and then says, I don't even play this game. The Skullgirls Community Tour 2026 is in full swing. Frosty Faustings is the first offline stop of the year. Coming to Combo Breaker, CEO, TNS Online, and more to be revealed. More details at start.gg/Skullgirls. Unleash the next era of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves with Season Pass 2. 6 explosive DLC fighters dropping monthly from January through June 2026, starting with Taekwondo Master Kim Jae-hoon. Returning legends Nightmare Geese, Blue Mary, and Wolfgang Krauser join the fray, plus 2 epic mystery characters teased for massive surprises. Slashback returns April 11th and 12th for its 4th year in Northern California. Featuring an artist alley for the first time, they're taking their celebration of anime and fighters to the next level. Register now at startgg/slashback and follow their socials for updates. CEO 2026 returns to the massive Rosen Shingle Creek in Orlando, Florida on August 14th through 16th with the biggest lineup in history. And hey, while you're there, check out the 24-hour Jabali World Arcade with over 100 arcade cabinets, karaoke, and more. Registration is now live on startgg/CEO. Be sure to check out all of our awesome Frosty Faustings merch. Whether you're headed to your local or an important job interview, we've got the gear you need. Shirts, hats, pants, keychains, blankets, mugs. But it won't be here forever, so get yours now.